The elected county clerk, which is a government official in a county in Kentucky, refused to issue marriage licenses to those who had met all the requirements they need under law. She refused if they were same-sex couples. She was eventually jailed for violation of that law and the violation of her oath of office that she took to uphold the laws when she was installed as the county clerk of courts. She says that she had a right to do that because she was following, quote unquote, God's law, and that was her legal right. I say that is not her right as county clerk, a government office. As a private citizen, any private citizen, she can advocate against same-sex marriage. She can certainly not recognize the marriage of same-sex couples. That is her legal right in our country, freedom of religion in America. However, she does not own the government office, the clerk of court's office. She has no right to refuse to issue marriage licenses to same-sex couples, whether she agrees or disagrees, for whatever reason. She says it's because of her belief of God's law, because that is the law in the United States of America now. Let's look at an example. She was divorced at least 4 times. If she went to the appropriate office in her same courthouse, the prothonotari's office, to pick up her divorce decrees, and the prothonotary that she went to get it was against divorce on religious grounds and said, I'm not going to issue you your divorce decree. I refuse. Well, the prothonotary would be in violation of the law. Miss Davis and others would be outraged. Now, the presidential candidates, Governor Michael Huckabee and Senator Ted Cruz, who I respect, they know the law, but I think in this case, they used Miss Davis to emphasize to the country their positions against the law which grants same-sex couples the right to get married in America. It was made into a huge spectacle, almost circus-like. And both of these men knew well the law. How about if all of us decided which laws we would follow for whatever reasons and which ones we would not on religious grounds or other reasons? We know there would be chaos. We are a nation of laws. And without laws that must be followed, we would be living in a totally lawless land. So I can tell you this was not a religious persecution case. If Miss Davis is against same-sex marriage, which she is, outside of her government job, she may say and do as she pleases on religious grounds. But if she breaks the law on religious grounds while the clerk of courts, she must face the consequences. Now, I think accommodations can and were made in her case, even as an elected government official. And she could deputize one of her deputies to sign the marriage license and issue them from the clerk of court's office. But just a few days ago, she broke the law again, now that she is back at work, and she on her own took the government decrees, all the marriage licenses for same-sex couples, and she removed her name as the elected clerk of courts and the name of her county, thus, I believe, making those licenses that were issued from the clerk's office illegal. She was obligated to issue them valid. Again, I understand that Governor Huckabee and Senator Cruz are backing her and saying on religious grounds she can do what she wishes. Even though this is a violation of the law and of the federal judge's court order to her. Frankly, I think Ms. Davis and others, if they were denied, would be outraged if the prothonotary in her same courthouse possibly did this to Ms. Davis to any one of her 4 divorce decrees, making her divorce decree invalid. This was not religious persecution. Thank you.